Hello everybody. Just had an awesome conversation with a bus driver, and so I'm doing another bus stop video here. Let me know if you've had a really cool experience with a bus driver. There's some really great ones out there, especially, I mean they're all great, but some of them really stand out. This guy had literally traveled the world, and he's been to 40 different countries, going to Mount Royal to study international diplomacy or whatever they call it. Diplomacy, I don't know how he called it. And he was really, he mentioned this one quote that I really loved, and he said when you take that's really loud. When you take a spaceship up into the sky and you look down at Earth, there's no borders. And I really just wanted to touch on that, once again. And I hope this guy's watching the video because I gave him my card. And yeah, so, it's true. Humans, we design the idea of borders, and this is my land, and that's your land. And I'm not gonna get into, war and talking about that. I don't want to go there today. All I want to say is it's time to lay our flags down and our pride for our country, because we're all one. We're all human. We're all human. We all bleed red, and it doesn't. Why do we fight over the color of our skin, or race, gender, or where people are from, or what their history is, or what their heritage is, or even what they did in their past, or who raised them? It's time on this planet to lay it all down. There's no blame anymore. We each got to take responsibility, and we got to take the responsibility serious. But hating on haters doesn't work anymore. If you're in an abusive relationship, you got to walk away. You can't just stay and fight, because it'll destroy you. So it's creating relationships now where there's no fight. It's not a competition. It's not, how can I push you down so I can stand up further? It's not how can I trip you so I can get ahead? It's all about, how do I help another person? What are my gifts? How do I be in service? How can I use my resources to make friends and to sustain communities that are, inspiring and beautiful, and to celebrate life with everybody. Everybody is human. Everybody belongs. Everybody was born from their mother's womb. And, we were all born innocent, and we were, raised in a cruel world, but also raised in a beautiful world. And so, we could make all of the excuses that we want to make to say it's not my responsibility to be a part of the solution. And I'm here to tell you it is. And I'm here to tell you that you have all the resources within you to be a part of the solution. And it starts today. This is the 11th hour. And it's really time to stand up and to stand against, inequality and corruption. It's time to, get grounded, to really practice our spiritual practices, to really study the sacred wisdom, of the spiritual awakening. And if you guys are what spiritual awakening? Just type it in on Spotify or YouTube and you'll figure out what I'm talking about. Because humans have two options right now. It's we can stay sleeping, or we can take the red pill and wake up and realize that the powers that be don't want us to be free. But our hearts long to be free and conscious and awake and thriving and vibrant, healthy, and whole. So that's my talk for today. Love you all. Take care. Hope to see you soon.